What's up, guys? Welcome back. I just want to make this video quickly for you guys today, just kind of on the fly over here, to talk quickly about Terra Luna, what my thoughts are, how I think it's going to affect the entire crypto ecosystem moving forward, and what to expect looking forward for Terra, for Luna, and if potentially you should get involved in an ecosystem like this or not, and what kind of lessons we can learn, and what that means in the greater scope of crypto, because I think it has significant meaning. So guys, if that sounds good to you, if you're excited to hear what I have to say, smash a like on the video for me if you would, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and let's get into it. So guys, when this first started happening, I wasn't really sure what to make of this, and of course people started all of a sudden talking a lot of bad things about Kwon and Terra, and I didn't really know too much about what's going on. And of course felt really bad for him and everybody else who was in Terra, because a lot of people that I know had UST and were staking in Anchor in order to earn that 20% on stablecoin. Well, as you guys know, there was an exploit and an attack, and a lot of people assumed that it came from Citadel, which is one of the largest market makers and institutions in the world, and BlackRock potentially as well, and that the loan for 100,000 Bitcoin came from Gemini. They've all denied it, but in very interesting language that makes me question the way that they phrase their denial. And this is a very, very interesting thing to think about, whether it comes from an institution like BlackRock and Citadel, or if this was just an attack from some really, really wealthy person who had enough money to pull it off. Because you guys see here, if you haven't seen this already, this guy, I'll go through this real quickly with you because it's pretty impressive. So this guy, Freddie Reynolds, says, a few weeks ago, this was from November 26th, 2021. So almost 6 months ago. It says, a few weeks ago, I responded to TBR90's tweet with a brief outline of how a wealthy attacker could not only break Terra money, but profit heavily, doing it with a Soros-style Black Wednesday attack. Below, I provide detailed breakdown. $1 billion of capital is needed. And so he basically goes into the entire formula. I'll put the tweet in the description below so you can go see it if you haven't read this already. Make sure that you do go read it. It's pretty crazy. It literally gives you a step-by-step breakdown of exactly how this attack could be carried out. And so all that would be needed essentially is for someone with a lot of money to go ahead and just read this and do some investigation on it and figure out that it would be possible. And so we really don't know who carried out this attack, but the recipe for it to be carried out was written here on Twitter for almost about 6 months. So it literally could be anybody, but it would make a lot of sense if it came from an institution such as BlackRock or Citadel, because of course they do not want a very powerful stablecoin to replace them as an institution. So I mean, it makes perfect sense. If I was a central bank and I saw a competitor coming up fast that could potentially put me out of business, and I saw an opportunity to not only take them out, but also make a lot of money in doing it, I would definitely do that. So if this was a coordinated effort from central banks, it was absolutely something that they were going to do and impeccably pulled off, and you got to hand it to them. And if not, if it was just from a really wealthy individual, well, then the same thing holds true. Yes, a lot of people got hurt in doing it, but Kwon was warned about this, and his response to this guy who basically put this up, telling him what was going to happen, was Kwon just responded and said, "This is the most retarded thing I've ever read. You're an idiot. A ton of billionaires that follow me. If you want to try to do it, go ahead and do it." And so he just didn't listen to what this guy said, challenged him, and then someone did it, and someone pulled it off. And really a shame that Kwon didn't take this information seriously and was more humble and said, "Thank you for pointing out the vulnerabilities. Let's try to fix this." And so really it's this arrogance that cost him and everybody involved in the Terra ecosystem so much harm. Now, it is really a tragedy and really sad Yeah, I do wish that it was handled in a much more mature and much better fashion than it was. It's really, really actually embarrassing that it was handled like this. So the question might be though, what do you do here? And my what I think people need to do right now is just not try to be involved. The circulating supply has increased from something like 400 million of Luna to over 6 trillion. That increase has happened over the past few days. So even if you had Luna and it went back to $100, well, it won't. It's just impossible now because the circulating supply has increased, from dramatically. So it's just never possible to any value that you had in Luna is just gone. UST is not going to recover. So anyone who's assuming that the peg might recover, it's not going to happen, especially not anytime soon. Maybe one day, if they figured out where the exploit came, how the vulnerability happened, and if there was a way to plug that, then maybe it could survive again one day in a different form. But for now, it's done. And even SBF made a tweet, Sam Bankman-Fried from FTX, saying, "Listen, I wish there was something that we could do, but either UST has to go or Luna has to go, but UST cannot regain its peg, or both have to go, but one needs to be sacrificed in order to save the other." And Luna itself, as an underlying blockchain built on Cosmos, could definitely survive. So as of right now, recording this, the Luna blockchain is shut down. It's not running right now, which means that there's no more inflation happening. So listen, just for fun, like literally do not do this because I did, but just for fun, I went to FTX and spent like $1,000 at 0.0001 per Luna. So now I've got 100 million or something like that, and it's not going anywhere. I'm sure that this is not going to go up, but if it does, great. But I'm not suggesting that you do that, and I'm very curious to see what happens here. So how about the overall crypto market? What's going to happen? Now, this, no doubt, was a huge contributor to the market correction where we saw it come all the way down to $25,000 Bitcoin, and we see now, even today with a little bit of a correction, most altcoins sitting between 75 to 98, 99% below their all-time highs. This is pure capitulation, pure bottom territory for what I would expect to see in the bottom of a bear market. Can we go lower? Yes, definitely. Is there a lot of confidence in the market? No, not at all. Does Wall Street and the macro economy look healthy? No, not at all, which is really bad for us. I do hope that we can eventually uncouple ourselves from Wall Street and the stocks, and maybe that happens this year. Maybe that happens this year because people actually look at Bitcoin as sound money and a good way to hedge against inflation of dollar, less purchasing power. But on the other hand, you also see the dollar increasing in value as well. You also see the dollar now on par with the euro, which is mind-blowing. The dollar has never been on par with the euro. So we also see the dollar strengthening, which is not the best thing for crypto markets either. So there's not a lot of reasons to be bullish right now. There are a lot of reasons to be paying a lot of attention to the market. We see a lot of the floor prices for a lot of the most valuable NFT collections and interesting ones dropped to a significant amount. We see a lot of the best altcoin projects that we're interested in dropping, 90% below all-time highs. Some of the best gaming and metaverse projects, DeFi projects, all dropping down significantly. So it's really time to start paying attention if you have some money sitting on the sidelines waiting for some type of recovery in this market. Now, if you guys are interested in what I'm doing, make sure you go check out my Alpha channel if you haven't already. There'll be a link in the description below. This is where I post regular videos. I will try to do them daily, but daily is just not possible. But I will be posting regular videos there when I do make major moves to the market or even small moves to the market. Just quick, short, like 3 to 7 minute videos of what I'm learning each day and what I'm sharing with you guys and what I'm deciding to do myself. So if you want to follow me on a regular basis, what I'm doing over there, go ahead and do that. And yeah, right. And one more thing I want to say to you guys that's very important too. I understand that a lot of you lost a lot of money. I see messages across crypto Twitter like crazy about people losing their life savings, and it's a really hard thing to read, and I feel very sorry for everybody. And I just want to say that crypto is definitely not dead by any means. We've been here before, guys. This has happened many times before, and it always recovers, and that this is no different, in my opinion. It's no different. The market will be back. It will be back stronger than ever eventually. I don't know how long that will take. I don't know if it will take 6 months or 2 years or even 3 years. I don't know, but it will come back. It will come back stronger than ever. From a macro perspective, we're still stronger than ever, except for having this really big incident, which has shown us that that protocol wasn't ready for the main world. It wasn't ready to become what it was being priced at. And that's a good thing, because Luna and Terra could have gotten to 10, 20, 30, 40 times the market cap and valuation in TVL, and that attack could have happened from a much bigger player at a later date, and even more value would be lost and wrecked. And so yes, this did take our market down significantly, and we are all looking at a really sad market right now. But I am long-term bullish, and I will be showing you guys, again, check out my Alpha channel if you want quick videos about this and what I'm doing, what NFTs I'm looking at, how I'm pricing them. And I also have on that channel my altcoin challenge as well, where I'm trying to take $10,000 and turn it to $100,000. It's actually doing not so bad right now compared to the market overall in general. And yeah, you can see like right now, yeah. So I'm down 10% overall, and then I started this like 2 weeks ago or something. So I did put in $10,000, and now I'm at $9,000. So doing pretty well on the altcoin challenge. I've only deployed, let's see. So still I've got 6,470 in stablecoin, which means I've only deployed like $3,530. And so I'm dollar cost averaging to a lot of projects I really like. And then I'm telling you why I'm doing that. So, all right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up today. Remember, keep your head up, stay strong, push through this, learn lessons. We all are going to learn lessons every time that we have a tragedy, a hard thing to learn. But guys, times will get better. Just stick to it, stay strong. Things will get better, I promise. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.